What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. You saw a title today. We're going to be talking about Dream Scenario. I just finished watching it a couple hours ago or something like that. Are going to be talking about some light spoilers. Not gonna get into the crazy aspects of the story, but I do want to talk about some aspects. So if you want to go into this spoiler free, that's just your warning. Probably going to be talking about some spoilers. Also, we're going to be smoking while we talk about this. So I hope you're smoking along with me, staying high with me, staying hydrated with me. We're smoking on some wedding cake right now. I'm smoking on a cart real quick. So if you're smoking along with me, now's your chance. Like I said, hope you're smoking along with me, staying high with me, staying hydrated with me. And if you are, now's your chance. Let's fire it up and let's talk about Dream Scenario. Alright, so Dream Scenario is one of the newest films from A24 starring Nicolas Cage. Genuinely one of the best uses of Nicolas Cage I've seen in a long time. He's so weird in this movie. And that's saying a lot, I feel like, for Nicolas Cage. But he's genuinely so weird in this fucking movie. Obviously, we don't know what it's about this guy who's just like a regular ass guy. If anything, he's kind of boring, honestly. They even like talk about him like that in the movie, and like they really kind of shit all over him in this movie. But it's about like this guy, just a regular ass dude, regular ass professor, and the whole world starts dreaming about him, right? And then shit takes a turn. Shit takes a turn when people start to have some negative dreams about him, okay? And like I said, I don't want to get too into the spoilers with this because I don't like to get into a lot of spoilers with any of my reviews. I really think you should just go in blind and like be blown away like I was. But this movie was funny, intriguing, uncomfortable, tragic, moving too, and I was like, damn, this is really good. And I wasn't really that familiar with the director's work. And then afterwards, when the credits were rolling, I saw produced by Ari Aster, and I was like, oh, literally it all made sense. Specifically one romantic scene made a lot of sense, and I was like, gotcha. But a great cast in this movie. It's not just Nicolas Cage. Literally everyone, even the people that show up for a few seconds, low-key kill it. I thought everyone was great in this movie. Great cinematography. I really like the gradient that they use on the movie. Like, it really just makes it, that along with like the sound design and the editing and shit, it really feels like a dream. It kind of feels like you're in a dream. And obviously, like, I'm not dumb, it's obvious that was on purpose. But the sudden switch from just being this funny movie about niggas dreaming about this guy just turns into, it was so sudden, and it was awesome. There's one scene in particular involving a hammer that I was like, it just caught me so off guard, because like the movie up until that point was just low-key funny. To a point, I can't, now hear me out, to a point I kind of related to the character in the sense where I feel like a lot of the time that like genuinely like no one kind of gives a fuck, or like I'll put in effort into something, and I feel like there's even been things that like I low-key like started, not on some crazy shit, not like a trend or anything like that, but like something like local type shit that low-key I was like, damn, I was kind of whatever. And like low-key, I would never take it to the point where he does, where it's like a problem. I kind of just accept it for what it is, and I'm like, you know what? That's just how it be sometimes. But this nigga takes it hella personally. One of the craziest things about this is that he really just mostly cares about the fact that he's not doing anything in the dreams at first. He's just like, well, I'm just standing there. I'm just not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, the movie does switch. Okay, the movie does switch, and it's obviously, I feel like it's not a spoiler, it's just common sense that a lot of people would dream about him in a sexual manner. And I've seen some reviews that were kind of like, oh, the sexual aspect of this movie really lends itself to the male fantasy, which is low-key insane, because they clearly like didn't watch the movie. I don't know what kind of male fantasy they're thinking of. Maybe a humiliation kink. I can see a humiliation kink, but there's nothing really in this movie that happens to this man where I'm like, damn, I wish. Granted, not male, but at the same time, I can see where that mindset is at. From me personally, that critique of the movie is a complete non-starter. I would ignore it 100%. And like I said, just go into it blind, and just make your own opinion, man. Form your own opinion. I feel like that's part of what this movie is all about. This movie goes from comedy to a serious critique pretty quick, and it leans into the cancel culture, okay? And it talks about cancel culture in a way that I feel like hasn't been done yet to a degree. I feel like cancel culture deserves to be critiqued. Okay, I feel like it deserves to be critiqued, and that's not me saying that it's a good or bad thing, because I think it's a case by case basis, and I think that's one of the big problems with it, especially a couple years ago, is that it was just happening so often to people that didn't even have proof at the time. And obviously it's a completely different thing, because in this movie he's like, I didn't even do anything to you, like, I didn't even do anything, like, aren't I the victim, in this situation? And like I could see how you can see cancel culture from that point of view. I can also see how you can see it from the opposite point of view. So I will say, I like the critique that they did on here. I don't want to get into too many spoilers, but I did think the critique wasn't left on like a dangerous note, you know what I'm saying? Where like a lot of directors, they'll like say something politically or something like that, and you'll be like, do I have to worry about telling people that I like your movies? But I don't think that's the case here. I think it's a genuine critique, and I was here for it. Also, loved the ending. Talk shit all you want. I'm not going to say anything about the ending, obviously, but I loved the ending. I thought it was great. A lot of people thought it was cliche. A lot of people thought it was whatever. I thought it was a great final song that tied the movie in perfectly. Honestly, I didn't cry until the end. And I know, I cry in a lot of movies, you know what I'm saying? But that means something to me. That really, like, gets me. But, like, a lot of the time it is during, like, the credit scene. It's when, like, the whole movie hits me at the end. Like, and this movie specifically ties in with, like, the perfect end credit song, bro. Especially with the final scene. Don't even get me started. A lot of people say that the movie just ends, but I didn't feel that way. And like I said, I'm not going to tell you what happens, but I'll just leave it open-ended. I think you guys should check it out. I think you guys should watch it right now. It's streaming on Max, obviously. They got hella A24 shit, I'm pretty sure. So make sure you go check it out if you haven't yet. I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. I loved it. I thought it was great. I also loved the use. I know I said the sound design in this movie, but the use of music and sound design in this movie was crazy. Like, the way this movie really felt like a dream got to me. I'm a big dreamer, you know what I'm saying? I'm big on dreams, and like, I'll probably talk about dreams in a whole separate video, because like I said, I be having some crazy dreams, bro. And don't even get me started on like how dreams like affect reality. I'm just gonna shut up. But like I said, I'm feeling a 4 out of 5 on this movie. I thought it was fantastic. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought. Let me know if you guys are gonna watch it, if you guys are gonna skip this one. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss anything. I got a lot of cool shit coming out. Don't sleep on Speed, dropping on Friday. I also got a little surprise dropping on Friday too. I'm just saying. Make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss that. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.